am Rajesh Tangedla, Assistant Professor, Department of EEE, Vignan Nirla Institute of Technology and Science for Women. In the previous two lectures, I explained about the transient analysis of RL circuit and RC circuit connected to sinusoidal supply. Now we are going to see the transient analysis of RLC circuit when it is excited by sinusoidal excitation. So let us take the circuit of RLC. Supply is of V cos omega t plus theta, sinusoidal excitation connected through switch. Current flowing through the circuit is I. Now let us apply KVL. Of course, switch S is closed at t equals to 0. By applying KVL for the circuit, then it becomes V cos omega t plus theta equals to R into I plus L into di by dt plus 1 by C integral I dt. Now by derivating the above equation with respect to time t in order to cancel the integration term, then it becomes R into di by dt plus L into d square I by dt square plus I by C equals to minus V omega sine of omega t plus theta. Now dividing the above equation by resistance R and by writing that d as d by dt and d square as d square by dt square. So above equation becomes d square plus R by L into d plus 1 by L C into I equal to, in the right side, minus V omega by L sine of omega t plus theta. Is that okay now? So it is taken as equation number 2. Now the particular integral for the above equation will be, let IB can be obtained as follows. Let us take IB equals to A cos omega t plus theta plus B sin omega t plus theta. Then the IB dash will be, derivating the above equation, gives IB dash will be minus A omega sin of omega t plus theta plus B omega cos of omega t plus theta. So now derivating the above equation again with respect to time t, then IP double dash will be, means d square IP by dt square. IP double dash will be minus A omega square cos of omega t plus theta plus minus B omega square sin of omega t plus theta. So taking these three as equations 3, 4, 5 and putting these equations 3, 4, 5 in the equation 2, means equation 1, we can get it as minus A omega square into cos of omega t plus theta minus B omega square into sin of omega t plus theta in the place of IP dash, means d square by dt square, plus R by L into, plus is there, plus R by L into minus A omega sin of omega t plus theta plus B omega cos of omega t plus theta in the place of IP dash, means in the place of di by dt, plus 1 by L C into A cos omega t plus theta plus B sin omega t plus theta in the place of IP, means I di in the place of I equal to right side minus V omega by L into sin of omega t plus theta. So taking this as equation number 6. So comparing the both sine and cosine coefficients on both sides for the above equation. Now first we are comparing the sine coefficients for the above equation. Then it becomes minus B omega square minus A into omega R by L plus B by L C equals to minus B omega by L. By simplifying the above equation, then it will be A into omega R by L plus B into omega square minus 1 by L C equals to V omega by L. So taking this as equation number 7. Now comparing the cosine coefficients on both sides of equation 6, then it becomes minus A omega square minus B into omega R by L plus A by L C equals to 0. Further simplification of this equation gives, by taking A and B common, A into omega square minus 1 by L C minus B into omega R by L equals to 0. So this is taken as equation number 8. Now from equations 7 and 8, so by deriving the expression for A in terms of omega R, L, C except B, means separating the term A in terms of B, omega R, L, C, but B should not be there. So simplification of 7 and 8 in that manner for A and B. Here for A we are getting it as V into omega square into R by L square by omega R by L whole square minus omega square minus 1 by L C whole square. In the same way, from those two equations, B can be obtained as omega square minus 1 by L C into V omega by L into omega R by L whole square minus omega square minus 1 by L C whole square. In this way, we can obtain the expressions for A and B from equations 7 and 8. From equations 7 and 8 by writing A and B in terms of omega R, L, C and B. Now putting this A and B in the IP equation, then IP can be obtained by, can be written as V into omega square R by L square into by omega R by L omega r by L whole square minus omega L square minus 1 by LC whole square into cos of omega t plus theta plus here b means omega square minus 1 by LC into v omega by omega by L into omega r by L whole square minus omega square minus 1 by LC whole square into sine of omega t plus theta. So this is your IP, equation number 9. Now let us take, I am taking m cos pi equals to, from the above equation I am taking m cos pi equals to v into omega square into r by L square by omega r by L whole square minus omega square minus 1 by LC whole square. Taking the term as m cos pi, which is equation number 10, and I am taking that m sin phi as, see the equation of IP, that omega square minus 1 by LC into v into omega by L into omega r by L whole square minus omega square minus 1 by LC whole square. The term I am taking it as m sin phi, so which is taken as equation number 11. From equation number 10 and 11, so in order to get the expression for phi, I need to take the equation number 11 by equation number 10. By taking equation 11 by 10, I can get that phi as tan inverse omega L minus 1 by omega c by r, and I can get the magnitude of m as v by square root of r square plus 1 by omega c minus omega L whole square, which can be obtained by squaring and adding the equations 10 and 11. Now the equation IP can be written as m into cos of omega t plus theta plus phi. By putting that m cos by m sin phi in the IP equation, we can write the IP equation as m into cos of omega t plus theta plus phi, where m is obtained as v by square root of r square plus 1 by omega c minus omega L whole square into cos of omega t plus theta. Phi means which is obtained as tan inverse 1 by omega L minus 1 by omega c by r. So which is taken as equation number 12. So we have derived the expression for particular integral IP. Now we are going to derive the expression for complementary function. So in order to derive the expression for complementary function, first we are taking the characteristic equation d square plus r by L into d plus 1 by LC into I equal to 0. Now which is equation number 13. Now roots of the above equation becomes d1 and d2, which are the two roots equals to minus r by 2L plus r minus square root of r by 2L whole square plus 1 by LC. Now let us take, I am taking k1 as minus r by 2L and k2 as square root of r by 2L whole square minus 1 by LC. Let us take the case 1, so which is when k2 is positive, that is when r by 2L whole square is greater than 1 by LC. So in that case, the roots will be real and unequal, and which gives over-damped response. Now the equation 13 becomes d minus k1 plus k2 and d minus k1 minus k2 into I equal to 0. By solving the above equation, we can get the solution as I equals to c1 into e power k1 plus k2 into d plus c2 into e power k1 minus k2 into d. So this is the solution for the above equation, which is complementary function. Now the total complete solution can be written as IC plus IP, which is IC which now obtained as c1 into e power k1 plus k2 into d plus c2 into e power k1 minus k2 into d, plus IP is v by square root of r square plus 1 by omega c minus omega L whole square into cos of omega t plus theta plus tan inverse omega L minus 1 by omega c by r. Now let us take the case 2, where k2 is negative, that means r by 2L whole square is less than 1 by LC. Then the roots will be complex conjugate and the response will be underdamped response. For this case, the equation becomes d minus k1 plus jk2 and into d minus k1 minus jk2 into I equals to 0. Here the roots are complex conjugate. By solving the above equation, we can get the solution for the above equation as I equals to e power k1t into c1 cos k2t plus c2 sin k2t. This is the complementary function. Now I equal to IC plus IP. So IC is e power k1t into c1 cos k2t plus c2 sin k2t plus IP is v by square root of r square plus 1 by omega c minus omega L whole square into cos of omega t plus theta plus tan inverse omega L minus 1 by omega c by r. So this is the complete solution. Now let us take the case 3, where k2 is 0. So that means r by 2L whole square equals to 1 by LC. For this case, the roots will be real and equal and the response will be critically damped. Then the equation becomes d minus k1 into I equal to 0. Both k1 and k2 are equal. So solution of the above equation gives I equals to, that means IC equals to e power k1t into c1 plus c2t. Now the complete solution is I equals to IC plus IP. IC is e power k1t into c1 plus c2t, and IP is v by square root of r square plus 1 by omega c minus omega l whole square into cos of omega t plus theta plus tan phi means tan inverse omega l minus 1 by omega c by r. In this way, we can write the complete solution after obtaining the complementary function from three different cases. Let us take an example. So here RLC circuit is given, which is excited by AC supply of 400 cos of 500 t plus pi by 4 connected through switch. Now the switch is closed at t equals to 0. You are asked to find the complete solution for the current I. So switch is closed at t equals to 0. So by applying KVL for the circuit, then it becomes 15 into I plus 0.2 into di by dt plus 1 by c means 3 into 10 power minus 6 into integral I dt equals to 400 cos of 500 t plus pi by 4. So derivating the above equation with respect to time t in order to cancel the integral term, then it becomes 15 into di by dt plus 0.2 into d square I by dt square plus I by 3 into 10 power minus 6 equals to, in the right side, minus 2 into 10 power 5 into sine of 500 t plus pi by 4. Now by dividing the above equation with 0.2 and writing that d by dt as t, so which is giving d square plus 75t plus 16.7 into 10 power 5 into I equals to minus 2 into 10 power 5 by 0.2 into sine of 500 t plus pi by 4. So roots of the above equation gives d1 equals to, if you solve the above equation, if you take the characteristic equation from the above equation and solving the equation, the roots will be d1 equals to minus 37.5 in plus j 1290 and d2 will be minus 37.5 minus j 1290. So if you clearly observe the two roots which are complex conjugate, so then the complementary function will be IC equals to e power k1t. Here k1 is minus 37.5. So e power minus 37.5 into t into c1 cos k2t. K2 means here 1290. So c1 cos 1290 plus c2 sin 1290 into t. So then particular solution equals to v by square root of r square plus 1 by omega c minus omega l whole square into cos of omega t plus theta plus tan inverse 1 omega l minus 1 by omega c by r. Here so by keeping that omega, c, r, v all values, we will get IP as 0.71 into cos of 500 t plus pi by 4 plus 88.5 degrees. Now the complete solution will be sum of complementary function plus particular integral. Then I equals to e power minus 37.5 into t into c1 cos 1290 t plus c2 sin 1290 t plus 0.71 into cos of 500 t plus 45 degrees plus 88.5 degrees. Now in order to solve these all arbitrary constants c1 and c2, we are going for initial conditions. Set t equals to 0, your I naught will be 0 because inductor acts like open circuit. So by taking that condition t equals to 0 and I naught equals to 0 in the above equation, which gives c1 equals to minus 0.71 into cos of 13.5 degrees, which will be 0.49. So in order to get the value of c2, now differentiating the above equation, we will get this di by dt equals to e power minus 37.5 into t into minus 1290 c1 sin 1290 t plus c2 1290 into cos of 1290 into t minus 37.5 into e power minus 37.5 t c1 cos 1290 t plus c2 sin 1290 t minus 0.71 into 500 sin 500 t plus 45 degrees plus 88.5 degrees. So this is obtained by deriving the above equation. Now at t equals to 0, the total voltage will be appearing across the inductor. Since it is acting like open circuit, then di by dt will be 14.14. Of course, L into di by dt you can equate it to supply voltage by taking t equals to 0. Then finally from that we can get di by dt equals to 1414. Now putting these two conditions, t equals to 0 and di by dt equals to 1414 in the above equation, so we will get C2 as 1.31. Now putting these two values in the complete solution of the current, then I will be e power minus 37.5 into t, C1 means 0.49 cos of 1290 t plus 1.31 into sin of 1290 t plus 0.71 into cos of 500 t plus 133.5 degrees amperes. Thank you.